I was, kind of surprised by it, but I understood why. I was expecting the Larry Grill to come out on Saturday, but it was still overall good.
You can't give any good analysis because he's just
Okay,
thinking
no, no.
about CM
Oh,
Punk's teeth just lined in Larry.
Maui Jim is my favorite bloodline member.
He had a nasty rivalry with Honolulu Hank the other year. My
No.
MFT? What does that mean?
My friend Tama?
That's what Tag Me In is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to episode number 23 in our LeBron James era of the Tag Me In podcast, the greatest wrestling podcast of all time. Episode number of the greatest basketball player of all time, LeBron
He's not
James.
even the greatest number 23, all right? First of
He
all.
literally isn't. Like, I don't know why you would even put that on this
All
podcast.
right. I mean,
You're
then
a
go
little
over to number
hype boy.
6. I mean, tell me a number 6 that even comes close to my king, LeBron James.
Bill Russell.
I bet you a middle schooler is better than LeBron James.
Oh, whoa. I was
I'm
actually
kidding.
checking my
I'm
stats. I was
kidding.
like, Bill Russell.
Mad disrespectful. Mad
Ooh,
disrespectful.
Bill Russell, good one. It wasn't Julius Irving number 6.
Yeah, he
Dude,
was.
I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong.
Listen,
was. I
don't
think he
even
was.
put Dr. J in the same conversation as LeBron James. Anyway, this is a wrestling podcast, not a basketball podcast.
Yeah, don't get me started.
No matter
we might
how many
start
times,
today.
no matter how many times these two try and snake their basketball takes into this wrestling podcast, wrestling is our heart and soul. That is our focus. And I have my heart here. I have my soul here. Devin, you are my heart. Elijah, you are my soul. How are we tonight, gentlemen? Devin, how are we?
Man, I'm feeling pretty great, boys. I just got back from Colorado. It was great to see my boy Big Ren. Only got to see him one time. It was so sad.
That is sad.
Yeah, he had
Did you guys do
weird-
anything? Did you guys do anything super fun, super cool?
Dude, we had s'mores. Hell yeah.
They have
That is
s'mores.
sweet. I can get
Hell yeah.
I can get down with that for sure. Elijah, how are you? How was your visit with Devin?
Yeah, the s'mores were delicious. That was the first time I ever had Reese's as a chocolate for the s'mores.
Ooh, who put you onto that? Who put you on game?
Kayla.
My wife.
Oh my goodness,
Mrs. Groves.
smart
Dude,
woman.
changed the
No
game.
wonder you married her. No
Yeah,
wonder.
that's a keeper right there.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. She
Dude.
literally just said, "Hey, you want to try Reese's?" I'm like,
When
"The
that
fuck?"
when that was introduced into my life, nothing was the same from
Mm-mm.
that
Yeah,
point
I'm
on.
never
I
having
can't even
this
go
morning
back to
with
Hershey's.
Yeah, I'm not going back to
No.
Hershey's ever again.
Ever. You literally can't. It's quite literally life changing.
Yeah,
For real. But besides that, it was really good. Got to see my boy, got to talk business a little bit, and
we did talk
Talk
business.
business.
We
We did talk
literally,
business.
he was helping me edit because, like, oh my gosh, my father-in-law didn't have Wi-Fi at his house.
Yes, but yes, real quick.
so I
Devin
had
is
to.
Devin is our editor in chief. He is the one who puts together all of our clips, all of our everything on social media. We we kind of took a week off unintentionally because with Devin's trip out to Colorado, we were unaware that he would be without Wi-Fi for an entire week. So
Yeah.
we are back. We apologize.
Yeah, I'm very
So-
sorry. I did not know because when I didn't know it until we were on a plane, and I was talking to my wife like, hey, like I'm gonna be doing some editing. But it'll be quick though. I'll make sure that it won't be in the way for vacation. He's like, well, good luck because my dad doesn't have any Wi-Fi. I'm like, great, awesome,
Love that.
perfect. Yeah, thank you for the great news on the middle of the plane ride.
Yeah,
Like,
could
damn.
plan this out beforehand.
We are
Yeah.
back, though.
But-
We are back. We should be on our regularly scheduled programming. Hence why the episode last week didn't come out till Friday. But we are back. We are back in business. And boys, I'm happy to be here. I'm so excited. We're coming off the heels of a very, very exciting professional wrestling weekend. The WWE had a PLE Saturday. NXT had a PLE Sunday. It was action packed from front to back, from Friday all the way until Tuesday night with NXT. It's been nonstop wrestling. So I'm here for it. I'm excited to talk about it. Excited to be here with you boys. Before we get started, before we dive into the PLE and all the reviews and whatnot, we're going to start with our icebreaker. As you all know, the listeners of this show, We start each episode with an icebreaker. What an icebreaker is just kind of eases us into the episode, gets our brains moving, gets us on a topic, gets us focused in on the world of wrestling. So, Devin, you had the icebreaker this week. Why don't you go ahead and give it to us?
All right, boys. So from my icebreaker this week, get your whiteboards out or clear boards, where the hell you have
Yeah,
them.
whatever.
Yeah.
See through.
So see
Technology.
through. Oh my gosh, I can see through your soul.
It's the future.
It's the future. All right. So I'm gonna ask questions. All right.
Here we go.
And when I ask the question, you gotta answer it. But I'm also going to answer the question as well. If you get the same answer as me, you gain a point and you don't want points.
Okay, here we go. So this
it's
is
like
like
all
that
flow
TikTok
score.
trend.
Yes.
There we go.
Since it's an icebreaker, I just want to add like a couple questions. I do have like tiebreakers, but not a lot. So hopefully I don't have to do that.
How many questions?
Just 5.
All right, I got you.
Yeah, just so it won't be too long because we already got a lot to do in this episode. Y'all ready?
Ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Name one of the last of the 5 years of the Royal Rumble. One of the 5 men. My bad. Yeah, for the last 5 years, Royal Rumble from the male side. Sorry.
Got you.
Are
I
they
understand.
winners
I
or just
understand your question.
participants?
Winners.
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 Last 5 years. Last 5 years.
Remember, if you get the same answer as me, you gain a point.
And you don't want points. Low score wins. Golf rules.
Yes. And keep track of your points because I'm not gonna remember it.
I
All
got
right.
you. I got my answer written down.
I got my
All right.
answer.
All right, Zach, you go.
I've got Cody Rhodes. Didn't want to overthink it. Didn't want to get too cute with it.
All right, Elijah.
I got Drew McIntyre.
Oh boy.
Well, darn, someone lost a point. I also got Drew McIntyre. Oh no. Oh, sorry, Big Red, but you got a point.
I was trying to be obscure because I was like, oh, 2020, what a year. No one's going to fucking remember that.
I was gonna put Brock Lesnar, but then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna do my boy Drew. All right. All right. Zach's on a good run
Here we
right
go.
now. Finally, he's doing something good.
Well, listen, I'm really, really good at trivia, as you all know. So this is right up my
Yeah.
Oh,
alley.
yeah, please go check out our trivia episode. Still one of the funniest episodes ever. All right, question number 2. Name one of Roman Reigns' opponents in his 4-year reign. Name one of Roman Reigns' opponents in his 4-year reign.
Here we go. I'm in there.
And I know it's a lot too, but you never know.
There's a lot.
Yeah, Elijah,
I wrote down
sorry.
the first name that came to my head. Go ahead.
There you go. Elijah, go ahead.
I got Edge.
Right, go ahead, Zach.
I went with a very hipster pick, Matt Riddle.
Oh no, I'm killing one. Matt Riddle, baby.
No shot. No shot.
I'm killing it.
There's
Oh,
no
look.
way.
Honestly, I thought you were going to go
Where's
Seth
Joey?
Rollins. I thought you were going to go Seth Rollins. This was a guy I need to.
But see, I couldn't. I feel
There's
like
no way.
dude.
No way.
What did I just say? I know there's a lot of opponents, but we never know.
How did you snipe that one, dude? There was like 30 options. That
I
sucks.
know, dude. That's actually made me happy now.
My
I got
God,
both. Yeah, let's go.
All right.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. Name a member from Evolution. Name a member from probably one of the greatest, maybe top 5, top 3 factions of all time.
And you said for Evolution?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That was a great faction, honestly.
Great faction. Elite theme song.
Oh, dude.
Line in the Sand. Absolute banger.
And
Banger.
and you know, it wasn't Def Rebel that made that song either. Just to let y'all
Absolutely
know.
not.
Oh my
Yeah, it
God.
would be Evolution.
Evolution is a
We run
Oh,
this
gosh.
joint. Yeah,
oh, no.
Again.
Question real quick. I know we're into question number 3, but is it a point if Elijah and I have the same answer?
No. I mean,
Okay.
my bad. If you both have the same answer, then you both lose a point.
Okay.
Because
Makes sense.
as long as if you get the same
Is
answer as
it
me,
is it
sorry,
gain a point
that's
or
on
lose
me.
a point?
If you both have the same answer as me, then you both lose a point.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. And if Elijah and I have the same answer, we're both safe.
Then you're good.
Got it. As long as
Sorry,
it's different
that's
from
my fault.
yours.
I was thinking a little different. That's my fault. Are you boys ready? All right, Zach B, you go first.
Randall, Keith, Orton.
Nice, nice. Go ahead, Big Red.
Triple H.
Good job, boys. I got Batista.
There we
I
go.
Good
was gonna go
job.
Batista. I was like,
Dude.
nope,
Funny,
You're
nope.
like,
I was
look.
gonna go. I was gonna go Triple H. I love Triple H.
I was here thinking
One of
because I was
my
thinking Batista
Yeah,
or Ric Flair. That's kind of where I was going.
Batista. That's what I was trying to do. I was hoping like maybe like they think I'm going Triple H, and then they're like, nah, I'm going to change my mind. But Elijah was close. He was very close. All right, boys, still 1-1. Question number 4. From the OG bloodline, name a member.
oh
From the OG bloodline. Because if we want to say the whole bloodline, that'd be kind of too much, I feel like.
yeah, this is a tough one. I don't want to get too cute with it on this.
Yeah, same.
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead, Big Red.
I got Solo Sequoia.
Sola.
Ooh,
Sola. Go ahead, Zach B.
I went with Jimmy Uso.
Oh, you guys suck, man. I was hoping one of y'all would just think too much about it. Roman Reigns. I was really hoping you guys would like think too much about it. But also, how
I
dare
said
you
I
not
didn't.
take the shot?
I said I didn't want to get too cute with it because I was actually thinking Paul Heyman, but I didn't want to like. I didn't want to get too cute with it.
Yeah, actually, I mean,
That'd be a good one.
that'd have been a good one, honestly. I was thinking I was going to like, no, I don't want to pick Sammy because like that's too obvious as well. Dang, good job, boys.
All right, last one. Then we
Last
got
one.
tiebreaker.
Let's see. Let's see if someone gets caught napping on here. Question number 5. Same one as the men's, but this time the last 5 years, last 5 women Royal Rumble winners. Can't speak tonight. Great. Awesome.
It's all right. We're
Last.
only doing a podcast.
Oh yeah, no big deal.
All right, I got mine. I'm ready to roll.
Oh, all right. I'm scared. Okay.
I know,
All right,
dude. I love this icebreaker. This is awesome.
Dude, I'm so proud. Let's go. I've been waiting to do this for a while, but I didn't want to do it for like a whole episode, something like very short. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm glad I was able to do that. He's sweating.
Big. You-
He's like
I
Jordan
feel,
Peele in that one
feel like
skit.
you're
yeah,
overthinking it.
I'm just do.
The
Head
last.
shaking, sweating.
You need a bucket over there, buddy?
No, I'm good. I had my answer.
There's got to be a shot. Okay, I was gonna say there's got to be a shot clock on this at some point.
I had my answer written down for like 20 seconds. I was just like,
All right, Devin.
All right.
Who's first?
I'm trying to remember. So that's the 5th question. So I believe I had Zach
Let's go.
or was it
We'll go
Big
Zach.
Red?
I'll take it.
we'll go Zach.
I'll take it.
All right, go ahead, Zach.
I went with Becky Lynch.
All right, and Elijah.
Bianca Belair.
Ooh, that was my second pick.
See, Becky was my first pick, and I was like, crap, I need to.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I wanted to pick Bianca, and I didn't. I went with Rhea Ripley.
Let's go. Yes.
Dude.
I was debating
We're into
Rhea, too.
tiebreakers.
All right, boys.
Let's go. I'm excited to
Okay,
see the tiebreaker.
So tiebreaker. So I have 2 tiebreakers. The second one will only be if I get one, you guys. So pretty much sudden death. Only
Here we
2.
go.
And if we enter the tie, I'm gonna have the first line out. Not tonight, but another time. So here we go. Question number 6. Name a New Day member. There's only 3 options. Only 3.
Ready. Here we go.
All right, go ahead, Big Red.
I have Xavier Woods.
All right, Zach.
I went with Big E.
Someone
Do we
lost.
have a winner?
Someone lost and someone won.
Let's go. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Xavier Woods.
Let's go. Let's go. What an electric icebreaker.
Man. Congratulations, Zach. You did it.
I finally won something.
Oh my
Here we go.
God.
Oh man.
Oh
It
man,
feels
boys, that was good job
feels
from both
good.
of
Maybe
us.
I
Feels
need
good
to
to be a winner.
maybe
Feels
I need
good to be
to
a winner.
participate in trivia
Amazing.
next
Oh,
time.
he brought the dope ass sunglasses. Okay, I ain't gonna lie, those are.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just me? Ooh.
Hey, welcome to the Winners Club, by the way.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. I'd first and foremost like to thank my Lord and Savior. Also shout out to my wife. Shout out to my wife. Absolutely did not prep me for any of this. It was all on the spot. So I'm just happy. All right. All right, here we go. All right, I'm done. For those of you not watching on YouTube, first of all, shame on you. Go sub to the YouTube. We have fantastic content over there. Elijah decided to hold up a whiteboard that read OSU is overrated. I'm assuming he's talking about Oklahoma State because I know he's not talking about my Buckeyes. So disgusting. All right,
Real quick, do you want to know my last question?
I do want to know. Stop. Quit. Go sub on
It
YouTube.
was
I'm not telling you what it says. I'm not telling you what it says. You have to go
no,
sub
this
to the
one,
YouTube.
yep. So, it was actually the last question, if it didn't come down to it. Name one of the 7 African American wrestlers who won the world championship.
Who would
Mark
you
Henry.
would have picked? See, I was gonna go The Rock.
I was gonna go with The Rock, so he would have lost anyway.
Let's go.
Trying to be. Get out of my head. Leave me alone.
That
Leave me alone.
that icebreaker was electric, dude. I love that. What a nice twist. That was awesome.
Ooh, man, I
Way
could
to
be pumped
switch
up for the rest of the episode, honestly. That was
Let's
awesome.
go. Way to switch up a very regular segment on this show
Oh,
into
yeah.
something brand new. I love that.
Yeah, I asked Elijah earlier, like, what do you think would be better, like, if I did this or like my regular question? He's like, dude, try out the game a little bit. Like, hell yeah.
Heck
So
yeah,
now
that was awesome.
I have a question ready for the next couple of weeks. So be ready for
Here
that.
we go. All right, boys. Before we dive into the Bash and Berlin card, like we do after every PLE, I first wanted to touch on the NXT PLE. NXT held a PLE Sunday night,
And
the
where?
day after
And where?
Denver, Colorado. Did you guys go?
Yeah, we did not go.
Shame. Oh, shame. Um, no. So NXT held a PLE that was No Mercy. Um, Once again, NXT just continues to put out banger PLEs. If you are not tuning into NXT on a weekly basis, you need to start. We said this the last time NXT had Heat Wave. We came in the following episode and said the same exact thing. NXT is consistently putting out banger after banger show. It is consistently the best wrestling show every week. You need to be tuning in to NXT. So they held the No Mercy paper PLE this past Sunday, and I just wanted to touch on a couple things. First of all, Obafemi is insane. In this title reign, he is in the running for greatest North American champion of all time. I believe currently that Wesley holds that honor, but Obafemi is right behind him, man. Every single match that he's in, he is consistently the match of the night. He is putting in crazy amounts of work, and I believe Vic Joseph said this on the commentary. I believe he's had less than 25 matches total in his WWE career.
Which is insane.
That's, oh my gosh.
Absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. And this dude is wrecking shop. I cannot wait. He's a future world champion for sure. Take it to the bank. Book it right now. I'm so excited for what the future holds for Obafemi. Devin, I wanted to get your opinion. Like, do you think that he is in the running for greatest North American champion of all time, or is that too far fetched?
Oh no, I think definitely deserve. Now Wesley, because you got guys like like Wesley, Adam Cole, baby. Oh my gosh, honestly, there's all these guys you can name like from the Black and Gold days. I know my boy Big Red can name all those guys probably, but like the fact that you're saying that he can be the greatest NXT North American champion in the history of since it got started. Like, dude, that's amazing. And that's why you should go check out my faction crew and that episode, our draft faction, because I picked him. And
Plug, good plug.
I'm so glad I picked him. I always like I don't think he's gonna lose. Like I said before, he's not gonna lose. I think he's gonna hold that championship as long as he can until they put him on the main roster. Like
You
who is gonna beat him?
it's gonna be an Asuka type thing where he has to vacate the title when he gets called up
Mm-hmm.
because he
I
he
agree.
simply
And then loses to
he
Brock
simply
Lesnar.
is just
Okay. Okay.
he's just so good.
Yep.
He's
Damn.
so good.
Damn.
In 2
I
minutes.
swear to God, if Triple H pulls that move, I'm be so like.
Dude,
Sorry.
he won't. That's
No, I
not a
know he
Triple H
won't.
thing. That's not a Triple H
No,
thing. Um,
it's
the
not.
other thing, the other thing that I wanted to touch on with NXT No Mercy was the Roxanne Perez match against Jada Parker. I I want to give Roxanne Perez her flowers because the title run that she's had is insane. She's just so good. She's so talented and so amazing. So there's a couple stats that I want to throw out. She's only 22 years old. Were you guys aware of that? First and
Shit, I
foremost,
did not know that.
Excuse me?
I thought she was
she's
mid-20s.
Wait,
I
you
did
telling me
not know.
we're older than her? And she's killing it out there? God,
Roxanne Perez is 22 years old. She
that's
is now
amazing.
she is now second all time in NXT PLE wins after her victory this past Sunday at No Mercy. She has
Damn.
defended the title against um, Natalia, Chelsea Green, Tatum Paxley and Lyra Valkyria, Jordan Grace, the TNA Knockouts champion, Thea Hale, Lola Vice, and now Jada Parker. So
Oh, so she grinding right now.
she's on an insane run right now. Just absolutely putting in work. And she's already been in the Royal Rumble match. She had a match on Monday Night Raw already. Like this woman is crushing it. And I'm so excited for what the future holds. But after the match was over, we had a debut of a wrestler who has been signed to the WWE since April, coming over from New Japan in Julia. And I don't know much about Julia. I'm not able to watch New Japan Pro Wrestling as much as I'd like to, but I do know that she is an absolute beast. Everything that I've seen, highlights wise, just she seems like this absolutely overpowered, just monster in the women's division. And her debut was electric. The lights went out completely. She appeared out of nowhere like that Rock entrance in Chicago on Monday Night Raw. Like the aura that she brings to the table is nuts. And she's about to run a program with Roxanne Perez. They already have a match uh, pretty much confirmed for the episode of the CW whenever NXT goes over to the CW. So I'm so excited for that rivalry and that match to happen and just to see Julia's career play out in the WWE. So I'll throw it to Elijah. Like, do you have anything to add as far as Julia goes? And like just overall, how excited are you for the future of Julia in the WWE?
Honestly, like if I'm being honest, I haven't kept up with New Japan like I should have. I've been slacking. But from the highlights that I've seen of her work and how like the hype she has behind her, this is gonna be like super amazing. And honestly, I'm like, because Roxanne Perez has defended against so many women. Would she beat Julia? That's kind of like my thought process right now. I'm like, is she going to beat Julia, or is it going to be like a screwy finish, or like what's the situation going to be? Because
I I personally believe that Roxanne Perez will win the first title defense, but like you said, like you had mentioned, I do believe it'll be in some sort of screwy, not super clean way, and it'll set up for a match at I believe Halloween Havoc is the next NXT PLE if I'm remembering correctly. So I believe that that'll be a PLE match, and I believe that that's more than worthy to main event any show. So
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this feud and this rivalry to start, and just to see where Julia goes within the WWE. All right, but NXT No Mercy. If you're not watching NXT, you've got to start tuning in, because they are consistently putting out excellent shows. With that being said, we are going to move on to the main event of this show, and we are going to be reviewing the Bash in Berlin PLE, giving our thoughts on every match, what happened, and where we think things could go. Before we dive into the first match, I'm going to throw it over to Elijah so that he can give you the results of our little in-house competition we got going on here, and let all you guys know how we did with our predictions.
I'd love to. So, with, I'll start off with the predictions. I have them on my whiteboard here. So, with this PLE, I am sad to say that the fan favorite, Mr. Big Red himself,
Self-declared. What?
that's what the people are saying.
Yeah.
Fan
Comments,
favorite.
yeah.
Okay,
And
wow.
Thomas
I must
saying,
have been living on a
yeah, you're
rock or
not reading
something.
them or something. Yeah, you should.
I must have been
And
just the
Must have missed
comments or something.
Must have
Like, am
missed
I,
it.
man?
Yeah. I don't know. You got them turned off or
Slipped through the
something?
cracks.
That ain't my fault. Unfortunately, with
Okay,
this
all right.
PLE, I went 3-2.
Winning record. No, that's good. You're winning record. That's really good.
Hey,
It's a
it's
winning
okay.
record.
You got him next time, buddy. It's okay.
How did
Michigan
we do?
loses. So,
Yeah, how did me and Zach do?
with
Me too.
Devin and Zach being tied because they're overrated and can't have their own thoughts to never catch up. That's why you stay in second place, because you think the same thing. It's going to
Better than
be
losing a game.
5-0 for Zach and Devin. And with the official update, in third place, you
Who's
got
in third, Elijah?
third place. You got unfortunately, again, like the most handsome man of TMI, if you really think about it.
Self-declared once again.
That's what the streets are saying.
What street told you this?
Oh my god.
123 Mind Your Business Boulevard. So
Down, like, get the fuck out of here, way.
in third place, unfortunately, is me with a record of 34-11. So I'm now double digits for the losses.
Oof.
You got to take risk in this game that we call life, and sometimes they pan out for you, and some of them don't. And that should be a message out there to all the kids: never give up, even if you're losing. You can always come back.
I mean, that's the thing. He still has time.
Honestly,
I don't know. Like,
listen, if Tag Me In is nothing if not a life advice podcast.
Yeah, exactly. I'm motivational.
Motivational.
I have until
speaking.
April. We're on to the next PLE. We're on to Bad Blood. It's 5 months.
all right, coach.
Yeah, we're on Cincinnati.
Are you going to Cincinnati?
Ooh, good foreshadow.
Ooh.
I don't know. You'll see. One day. Maybe.
Peek behind
maybe
the
not.
curtain there,
Who knows?
fellas.
Yeah, well, sorry, we're going to close the curtains on that.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And we got second place, and I actually specifically labeled second place the number one loser. So you're first place for
Okay.
losing, and that is an accomplishment. So I really appreciate that.
So you're
second place.
So hold on. You're losing the losers bracket. That's crazy.
You're the first place loser. I'm giving you your flowers.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're
it.
the number one loser. And that's
Oh.
going to be Mr. Zach B with an official record of 38-7. So, pretty good. Pretty good. That 5-0.
31 games above 500. That's
wild, bro.
pretty good.
All of us with winning
Looking like the
records here.
Guardians out here.
And to continue his Roman Reign-like reign at first
Ooh.
place, I will give him his props. Mr. First Place Dev with a record. I'll put my ones up. So I got first place. First place, Dev. Right to you. With an
It's
official
okay.
record of
The hate
40.
just motivates me. You know what I mean?
Ooh, 40 wins.
Yep, 40 and 5.
Wow.
First one in the
40
4-0.
and 5. That's wild.
And I actually
That's
have
wild. First
the
place
notes
Dev is just
right
on a
here.
roll. I just
Number one loser. Sad face. um, I just
Okay.
I just want to say real quick. I just want to say when we first started doing this competition, Devin came in like episode, I don't know, number 4 with his first place Dev persona, and I wanted to punch him in the face because of how annoying it was.
But
You
am
know
I
what
doing a
you
good job of my persona though? Like I think
I'm all
need?
the way in on first place Dev. I
What
love
all I
this.
will say is that you were tied for first place, but you choked it away. So that's not my fault. That IC
Because of
title
the
is still coming back to
IC
haunt you.
title, dude. Chad Gable. I've got a
dude,
dartboard with Chad Gable's face on it.
He's American made,
dude, that
brother.
icy that's funny though. That icy title has really like brought you back down like a couple games back for me.
You guys
That's
have been the
wild.
same
Like,
game for like 40 at least in the row, so you would still be tied if you would just gotten the IC titles. This
dude,
IC
that's
championship has got
crazy.
me nowhere. I've gotten it right every time, and it's gotten me nowhere.
Man, I remember the one time I followed Zach at Money in the Bank. I was like, never again.
Hey, I
Never again.
told you. I got the stink off me though. I got the stink off. I got an IC title match correct. So we're on to greener pastures.
1-7.
I swear to
Let's
God,
go. I'm happy for
if
you.
you,
One
I'm
and
wondering for
seven.
the next PLE if they do like the Intercontinental Championship and then you lose that
Yeah,
one. Oh
yeah,
my
me too.
God. Like it's back. It's
Me too.
back.
All right, boys. This little competition that we're running, it's a lot of fun, man. It makes these PLEs way more interesting, and I'm locked in every single
Hex yeah.
match. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, I love seeing the people I pick lose. It's awesome.
boys. All right, boys. Let's kick it off here. Let's start with the first match. A match that we all got correct. So, Big Red, you should feel good. Um, that match opening the show, to my surprise, honestly, was Cody Rhodes going in as champion versus Kevin Owens for the WWE Undisputed Championship. So, this match, like we had talked about, didn't necessarily have the craziest build. It was Cody Rhodes giving an opportunity to somebody who he felt deserved the opportunity. Whereas on the other hand, Kevin Owens, the challenger, thought that he did not deserve it. Um, so the hype for this match wasn't necessarily off the charts or anything like that. But the Friday Night SmackDown before Bash in Berlin, Kevin Owens had whispered something into Cody Rhodes' ear, and he said, "Don't just remember, like you asked for this." So leading into the show, everybody had thought that Kevin Owens was going to turn heel. We thought that we were going to get the prize fighter Kevin Owens back, and to an extent we did, but not all the way. So the in-ring psychology of this match was honestly just outstanding. It was incredible. It had me on the edge of my seat the whole show, and the crowd, by the way, before we dive too deep, the crowd at this show rivals that of the Lyon, France crowd. The crowd was insane from the beginning of the show all the way to the end, just absolutely going bananas. And they love themselves some Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens. This match got these fans off their feet early, and I wanted to jump back to the in-ring psychology that I had mentioned. There was a moment where Cody Rhodes went up for his top rope Cody cutter in the turnbuckle or in the corner, and he gets to the top turnbuckle, and his knee kind of gives out, and you could see Kevin Owens contemplating, like, should I attack the injured knee? Should I go after it? And he decides against it. So that was the beginning of where Kevin Owens lost this match, in my opinion. They make their way to the outside of the ring, and Kevin Owens is giving Cody Rhodes the business, and he goes to attempt the apron power bomb, the one that he delivered to, I believe it was Xavier Woods that took like this super nasty one. Um, so he goes to give Cody Rhodes the power bomb, and he again decides against it, not wanting to turn on his friend, on his real life friend. Um, And there was a very funny moment where Wade Barrett was like, "Where's the killer inside? You're not going to win this match like that." And Kevin Owens turns to Wade Barrett and he's like, "Shut up, you idiot! You don't know what you're talking about." Um, Long story short, they get back in the ring. Cody ends up getting some momentum together and ends up beating Kevin Owens, pinning him 1, 2, 3,
So he did
remaining
know what he was talking about.
exactly. Wade Barrett, smart man. Um, Bad news, Barrett.
Some
Fantastic.
bad news.
I love Wade Barrett. Just as an aside, real quick. But no. So Cody Rhodes retains his championship. Um, I personally believe that this was an amazing match. Just something very similar to the Cody Rhodes AJ Styles feud, where we didn't go in with a lot of expectations, but it ended up being a fantastic match. I will go ahead and pass it to Devin first. Just give me your overall opinion of this match and like when should we expect this Kevin Owens heel turn? Because I feel like we all know it's coming eventually.
Yeah, I think that was a question that everyone's gonna spit in. Is he gonna turn heel? Is he gonna stay face? Like his emotions in the ring, you could like it felt like he was gonna turn heel maybe after the match. Give him a little stunner, like give him a little fuck you, but we didn't get that. Um, I like the story in the match. Pretty much the whole time was just is Kevin gonna turn heel? And I there is that feeling inside when Cody buckled his knee on the turnbuckle. It was like it felt like it was gonna happen because it's Kevin Owens. He's done this before, and that's the whole storyline. Kevin will turn on you even if you're his closest ally. That's just how it goes. So like. I, I think it's gonna happen because I don't know the way he's acting, even like the way like he hugged him. Well, before he hugged him, he was giving him some attitude. He's like, I don't want to fucking hug this guy. I don't want to be here. And then when he eventually hugged him, he pushed the fuck out of that cameraman. Like, get the fuck out of my face. I was like, damn, bro. He's just trying to do his job, Kevin. But I think it's gonna happen at a time we won't even know it's gonna happen, pretty much. Because that's how Triple H is. Triple H's storytelling is like, I'm not gonna make it so obvious when it's gonna happen. Gonna keep putting like teasers each week, but when it happens, you're gonna love it. So I think it'd be close to Bad Blood, maybe, is my guess.
Ooh.
Sure.
Yeah. So you got to go into the match as heel versus babyface.
Yeah, I personally think that it's got to happen before Bad Blood so that they can run this match back and we would have, like you said, a traditional heel versus babyface type of
Mhm.
match. So I agree with that. Elijah, what are your thoughts on this match and like are you along the same lines of thinking like is this turn going to happen before a rematch?
I feel like it has to at this point. Either that or they won't run it back because, like, either way, it's like it would just be so good because that's what most people want is heel Kevin Owens. Like, heel Kevin Owens is such a jerk, but at the same time, it works so well for him. So I'm like, I personally think that he should. I personally think that he should turn heel, and Bad Blood would be the perfect place. Whether if it's at Bad Blood or before, I'm on the same line of thinking of like it should be right before. But even if it happened there, then it's like kind of like symbolic too. And I feel like me and Paul will talk about this later. But
I don't think you
yeah,
can
we'll have
throw
to
those
see.
claims out there anymore after a 3-2
Yeah.
record.
No. I had the wrong date. That's why, because all the stuff happened the
yeah,
next
yeah,
day.
that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
his
makes sense.
predictions.
Yeah, all
That's
my predictions happened on Monday Night Raw, and I was like, "Well, there we go."
Yeah,
I was
yep,
like,
there
"Got
it is.
wrong." Was like,
he wasn't paying
"Yeah."
attention to the meetings. He
I
Yeah.
was like,
said,
"Oh, yeah,
he's like, it's gonna
yeah."
happen on Monday night. Oh, wait, cool, Saturday. Wait, no, Elijah.
Yeah, I just heard the thing. Yeah, I just heard it, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, Berlin. Yeah, that's a perfect place to
Yeah,
do it." And I
makes
walked
sense.
out of the meeting room. So yeah, they did everything on Monday because spoilers. Drew murdered CM Punk on live
Dude.
television, and
Yeah.
again, I thought that was going to happen at Bash in Berlin, and it all had to do with the bracelet, like I was saying. They couldn't do it. It happened too late.
Let's not go too far. Let's not go too far.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah. Anyway,
let's stay here real quick. Real quick. I want to throw this out real quick. Friday Night SmackDown is moving to USA Network on September 13th. The last time Friday Night SmackDown moved to a new network, there was a major event that happened where Brock Lesnar squashed Kofi Kingston in 6 seconds.
Why'd
I
you bring that up? What?
personally, because listen, I'm trying to make a point.
Okay,
Stop
sorry.
interrupting
I'm
me.
sorry. I'm sorry.
I personally believe that they will have a rematch on that episode of Friday Night SmackDown, and that's where we get the heel turn. And then that will turn into a trilogy. Um,
Mm.
and then that's how we get to a heel versus face match at Bad Blood.
Because technically this is season premieres, right?
Yes, that
It is a season
WWE
Yeah,
is
all of them are. Yeah,
yes,
dang.
WWE is hyping next week up so bad, like so much, so hard.
Yeah. Oh
So
my
I
gosh.
I can see them running it back next Friday, as of this recording. Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes to close the show, and then that match will end in some form of disqualification with a Kevin Owens
snaps
heel
on him.
turn. He snaps, and then at Bad Blood we get that third match, and that'll be the. It won't be a grudge match because Cody technically would win via disqualification, but you get it. So I can see that happening on that episode of SmackDown, seeing as how they're debuting on a new network. So that's personally just kind of where I am with it, where I see it playing out. So if that happens, we're gonna come back to this episode, and I deserve all the credit because I came up with this.
All the
I'm
Yeah,
the
credit.
yeah, maybe you'll get your flashback one day. I had mine, so maybe you'll
yeah.
get yours.
No, you did.
I'm hoping
Um,
for you.
all right, I appreciate it. Let's move on to the next match. The next match was the women's tag team championship match with champions Alba Fire and Isla Dawn going in against Bad and Bougie, Bianca Belair, and Jade Cargill.
Yes.
Um,
I forgot about
Perfect.
that.
I will say,
Uh,
so this match from a crowd standpoint was the smallest pop all night, I will say. But these ladies went out there, put on an absolute classic, and made the crowd buy in. They forced the crowd to get into this match as badly as they seemed like they didn't want to. So hats off to them for that. This is just a typical women's tag team match. I don't think it was anything like crazy. I think Jade Cargill did look very, very good in this match, though. Probably her best in-ring work since her debut at the Royal Rumble, in my opinion. Or if not, it's definitely one of her best performances. I personally do believe it was her best. Um, this match was fun. It wasn't anything like to write home about. Like we're not going to be looking back on this as like a classic or anything like that. But it was a really good match, and I enjoy the fact that the women's tag division got some PLE time. That always makes me feel good because I feel like that's a division that is severely underlooked from time to time. So the fact that they got some PLE time, I enjoy that a lot. I want to throw it to Elijah because it seems like they don't really know where to go with this division and where to go with Bianca and Jade specifically. Like, I personally believe that if they would have had the split happen here, they could carry this into WrestleMania because WrestleMania is the only destination for Bianca versus Jade, in my opinion. Um, so I want to ask you about the booking decision to put the titles back on Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, and also like when do you see this team actually crumbling and faltering?
I it'll have to crumble and falter because like if I'm going real quick into like storybook, what would you call it? Like fantasy booking? Yeah, fantasy
There you
booking.
go. Nailed it.
Um, it would definitely be like okay, they have the titles, they hold on to it for a couple more months. Someone turns heel, Jade or Bianca, who knows? Honestly, I kind of want it to be
Definitely
Jade.
Jade.
Yeah, I know
Definitely Jade.
Devin thinks otherwise, but it's fine.
okay, okay.
But as I could totally see them running a program for like the women's world championship, like WrestleMania time. Like it's like Jade takes out Bianca, like puts her on the sideline for months. She eventually goes for the world title, gets it, holds on to it, just destroying people, and then like because what WrestleMania is going to be in April next year, so like maybe February Bianca comes back and it's like, oh, it's about to go down.
Oh, that pop. A Bianca return pop is going to be crazy if that's the way it plays out.
Absolutely. That's on like that like fancy booking wise would be the way I would personally do it. And honestly, that's kind of the only way this is going to work too, because if they just win the title and then stay babyface for a long time, then it's like, what was the point of them even losing titles in the first place? They should have just kept them through. It was really cool for the what was the unholy alliance? Is that what they're called?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I originally thought it was the Unholy Union, but commentary keeps referring to them as an unholy alliance. So I'm
I
not
noticed that
I'm
too.
not sure.
Something
I could have been
unholy.
wrong. Yeah, it's unholy for sure.
Something. But with Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, uh, there wouldn't be a point for them to win, honestly, if there wasn't that story going through with Bianca and Jade. And that's no disrespect because they did earn it and they did look good doing like booking wise and everything. But I personally feel like, yeah, this Jade and Bianca thing, someone's gonna have to turn on someone, and it's gonna have to eventually evolve around like the women's world title. So we'll see.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I completely agree. I Whenever they lost the titles originally, I thought that they were going to throw these two ladies back into the singles division immediately, and obviously I was wrong. So it it's going to happen eventually. I don't know when the turn is going to happen or if a turn is even going to happen. Maybe this is just where they're going to be for the next few years, even. Like, I personally would not like to see that at all. But again, two megastars like this bringing eyeballs and attention to the women's tag division, I do think helps overall. And we have to remember as well, like, they hid Jade Cargill from us for a long time before they actually let her debut. So maybe I don't want to speak out of turn here because I'm not in the locker room, but maybe there's a area of Jade Cargill's game where they see that improvement is needed, so they're kind of hesitant to pull the trigger on a singles run for her, so they're putting her under the wing of Bianca Belair. Um, that could be a thing. Again, I don't want to speak out of turn here because I don't know, but potentially that could be a thing here.
Also, yep, and also they have the
Go ahead,
amazing tag finisher. So
dude.
Oh,
that
dude.
creative finisher,
That
Literally.
finisher's so sick.
it's actually
Uh,
dope.
it's super dope. Devin, do you who do you think, like, I know he asked this question the last time these two won the title, but like, what team do you see being able to take these two down? It not in a triple threat way, the way that they lost it
Yeah,
originally, but
yeah.
what currently constructed tag team actually gives them a run for their money?
So let's see. Like the most at the right, we got damage control. PFT is the short way to say it, right? Or is it
Pure PFC, Pure Fusion
PFT?
Collective.
Thank you. Um,
Stupid name.
it's such
Sorry.
a, I don't know how, I
It's
don't know who
such
came
a
up with that name.
stupid name. You don't even have to name them.
Dude,
Just
like
let them wrestle.
it's gonna be a random team, I feel like. I
Yeah, it
feel like
would.
it's the women's division, the women's tag team division is like it's like it's this much.
It's always trios for some reason too. I don't know why.
I don't know why either. I think it's maybe a way to like have like one team not look weak because the other team loses because triple threat anyone can get pinned to lose the title.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think that's the way they do it. But I feel like this time when they lose the title, it's gonna be like one of the girl like Bianca or Jay will get pinned, and that's when someone's gonna turn heel. Like
Yeah, for sure.
eventually, it's just like when and to who. It's a tough one. I don't think any of the competition is right now. Um, but if I had to guess, one of them probably damage control, probably maybe because they have more experience and like they are getting a lot of build. I don't even know they're baby faces or heels behind at this point.
I have no
Oh,
idea.
It's so confusing.
are you talking about damage control? You don't know if they're babyface or heel?
Yeah, because like the way they
Yeah.
because like you don't know if like they come out like as baby faces saving the day, but then like 1 minute later they do some crazy heel crap. I'm like, okay, you guys are
Yeah.
confusing me. Like, you want me good or bad? You got one side. Like,
Pick side.
For sure.
Yeah.
All
So
right, boys. We will move on to the CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre match. Now, this was a strap match, and it was CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, like I stated. Going into this match, I didn't know what to expect because it was the four corners stipulation strap match, and maybe it's a me problem. Maybe I'm just dumb and I don't understand. The rules to this match, I could not grasp. Okay, I did not know what was happening at any given moment. So the way that it was explained from commentary and like the way that they explained it was like you have to touch all four corners, but if your momentum gets stopped, then all the corners reset. So like I was very confused from the jump. And then when Drew McIntyre hit one of the corners and then CM Punk simply just like got in his way and the light shut off. And then there was also a sequence where CM Punk was on top of Drew McIntyre's shoulders and like McIntyre would hit a buckle and immediately when Drew McIntyre turned his back, CM Punk would hit the same buckle. So like both lights were on at the same time. So like that, like I said, might be a me problem, but most of this match I was trying to figure out the rules because I just did not know what was going on. So that's probably a me thing, but um, I don't know if you guys felt the same way. But overall, this match was awesome. This match was very, very good as far as in-ring work goes. And before the match even started, CM Punk was doing his entrance and he was playing up to the crowd and
Yeah, it
Drew
was
McIntyre
all in
attacks him.
gear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great touch, by the way. Great touch in his 2023 All In gear.
do you guys think that was a shot
Intentional?
at
Yeah,
no, that was a shot
I
at
could believe it.
AEW, or it's just like coincidental he just wore them?
Definitely not a coincidence because the 1 year
It's
anniversary was like 2 weeks ago. So like definitely
Actually,
not a coincidence.
actually, his 1 year ago was Monday.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, that day is just bad for him.
Yeah.
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 he doesn't hit case of the Mondays again.
Case of the Mondays. Case of the Mondays. That's wild. Grr Mondays.
Monday.
That's wild.
Bro got
Gets
fired.
fired.
How you get fired on your day off? Like,
Gets fired. Gets fired, and then 1 year later gets his beads from his bracelet shoved in his mouth,
me,
and
at
then
least,
immediately eats a claymore. So he's just bleeding
ooh,
from the mouth.
at least it's with him forever.
Yeah, right.
Until he
Probably
flips it out. Then.
implanted in his gums.
Yeah, I was like, it didn't make it to his stomach. That's his teeth now.
Yeah,
You
that's
can say
crazy.
smile, and it's just gonna be AJ.
It's gonna say Larry.
Got AJ in the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
Damn, he got a custom grill.
custom Larry grill.
Custom Larry grill. Hell yeah.
Imagine AJ trying to kiss. I can't. I just can't.
I just can't.
Baby,
Why?
what's wrong? What's wrong, baby?
It's just imprinted.
Oh man,
The
that was
Larry
crazy.
Grill. Larry Grill is insane.
That's what September 2nd is crazy, bro.
It's September 2nd, Grr Mondays. Am I
I
right?
can't wait for September
Mondays.
2nd next year. I wonder what's
Oh,
happening next
Yeah.
year.
He's gonna
Can't
get his
wait.
fucking head punted off by like Randy Orton or something. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Wait, actually,
Alright.
now I gotta check September 2nd next year. Give me
All right,
one
you
second.
did.
You do
Gonna
that.
land
I'll
on
keep talking
Tuesday.
about this match.
He goes
No,
back
so
to
this match
NXT.
This match overall was really good, really good. CM Punk can still go, man. CM Punk is still a great in-ring worker. Which again, it's just such a relief every time I see him put on a good match. The ending sequence to this was again very confusing to me because I didn't understand the rules. So CM Punk hits a GTS on Drew McIntyre, goes and touches a turnbuckle, grabs his bracelet back, kisses it after it was removed from Drew McIntyre's underwear. So Drew McIntyre takes the bracelet out of his trunks. And
I have
CM
a
Punk,
sweaty balls.
CM Punk just smooches it. So he hits a turnbuckle, goes and grabs his bracelet, smooches the bracelet, goes and touches another turnbuckle, hits another GTS on Drew McIntyre, touches the third turnbuckle, hits another GTS, and finally touches the fourth turnbuckle. So CM Punk is your winner, evening this series at 1-1. Again, to me, the rules were very confusing. I did not really understand the momentum aspect of this. I didn't understand what they were trying to say. But I am happy that CM Punk won. I'm pumped about it because this is definitely leading into a Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell probably. So I'm super excited for this trilogy to continue. I'll toss it over to Devin. Devin, I'm assuming you think this is the right booking decision for sake of the story, but give us your opinion on that. And also, like, is this just a me thing, or were you also confused by the rules?
I do agree on the booking, just so it leads to Bad Blood. So I wasn't mad about that. Um, so I got the rules, but the lights confused me.
Yeah,
The lights,
exactly.
I didn't know I didn't know if you hit it and then like green you're good, but then what if someone like the momentum stops and then what if like
I think it
what's
was
the red for? So green was CM Punk, red was Drew
there.
McIntyre.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Yeah. So it took me a minute to kind of figure out what was happening. I just wish they did it like the way Fiend and Daniel Bryan did it. You know,
Yeah, where they just like beat the hell out of each other, and
yeah.
then yeah,
I mean, it was the match was incredible the way they kind of like were creative with it. I was like hell like I was okay with all of it. So it's just my opinion. I wish next time maybe there's just do a normal strap match where you're fucking each other
yeah.
up and then you do the 1, 2, 3 pin or submission, you
Don't
know.
don't turn it into a game show. It's what it felt like a game show.
That
Like I
yeah,
was
I
like,
can see that. I was dude, I was kind of
come on
wishing
down.
I was I was kind of wishing they did he did the Anaconda Vice with like the strap somehow like kind of be creative with it.
That
Ooh,
would be cool.
Like I think that would be pretty cool. But I was very impressed of how creative they were with all of it. And then
yes,
my favorite part was the table spot
yeah.
because I didn't even think about it. He just threw him outside the ring, and next you know the camera turned. I was like, oh my gosh, he threw through a table. Oh shit! So great match, great booking. I can't wait for Bad Blood. I don't know what's gonna happen. What stipulation's gonna be, but whatever it is,
Definitely.
it's gonna be insane.
It's got
I
to be
feel
Hell in
like
a Cell.
yeah, it's got to
Yeah.
be every Bad Blood ever has been main evented by a Hell in a Cell match. So like that's got to be the
Hmm.
stipulation, right? Because
Has to be. I don't know what else would
it's a big enough story to
be.
main event. It's uh the type of feud that should culminate in a Hell in a Cell match. So uh I'm I'm super excited for it. Elijah, you had picked Drew McIntyre to win this match. Thoughts?
He did exactly what I thought he was going to do on Monday.
Yeah, you weren't paying attention in the meeting.
Yeah.
You really weren't.
Yeah. I got I heard it, but I didn't hear the dates, and that's on me. I'll be a better man next time.
Lights are on, but no one's home.
The-
Was that you?
yeah. I was on my phone.
I'll
Sorry,
probably
texting my girl real quick. My bad.
be
yeah.
subscribing to the Tag Me In podcast on YouTube.
Yeah. I was checking the numbers. Gotta make sure, road to 100. But no, we I was kind of surprised by it, but I understood why. I was expecting the Larry Grill to come out on Saturday, but it was still overall good. But it was overall a good match. Uh,
Uh,
it's my favorite thing now. That's all I can think of is the Larry Grill.
He can't give any good analysis because he's just
Okay,
thinking
no.
about CM
Oh,
Punk's teeth. Just lined in Larry.
go to. Oh my god, the fucking Nelly song. Tell them make me a grill. I say, smile like that. Oh no. Anyway, I
Paul Wall.
Paul.
oh my God.
I can
Phil
cause a
Wall.
cold for Phil.
FC Phil Wall.
I cause a cold front when I take a deep breath.
So stupid.
God, but to try to be serious for once in my life, I the match didn't confuse me, but because it was kind of like video game logic, I felt like because where it was like, oh, you have to time it, and if you hit the button, it has to be a certain amount of time before it then resets. So I'm like, I understood it relatively fast, but I do think it should have been just like Devin said, the Fiend and Daniel Bryan, or like Eddie Guerrero and JBL, where it was like you hit it and it's on. It's just on from now. Then you're wrestling to keep them away from the next turnbuckle. But like once they touch it, ding, it's on for the rest of the match. I do think that would have worked a little better, but overall, it was still an amazing match,
Mm-hmm.
and like it's still like it advances the story still, and that's mostly what I wanted from it. At the end of the day, despite me picking the wrong person winning, I don't think the actual wrong person won. If that makes sense, like it didn't make me mad that CM Punk won. He had to get his get
No,
back. I get it.
I completely understand where you're coming from with that. Um, Again, I'm just so pleased anytime CM Punk gets in the ring and just he's he's the best, man. I
Mm-hmm.
love that guy. During our top 10 episode, I intentionally left him off because unfortunately I was not watching wrestling during most of his like height of his popularity. So I left him off my top 10 list, but man, he's an all-timer and I just love anything that involves CM Punk. He's the best.
I have to say one
Um
more thing before we move on.
yeah, go ahead.
One thing that irritated me was when he had the last turnbuckle to touch. He's like looking around the crowd, and he looks down at Drew McIntyre's wrist, and he sees the bracelet. And I'm like, okay, just press it.
This be it.
Dude,
Dude,
I was like, it's gonna
he was
cost him.
gonna lose
It's
it.
gonna cost him.
that's
Here
what
it
I thought too. I
comes.
was like, just press it and then grab
Ev-
it. What are we doing here? I'm like,
Yeah, you
just
go win the
what are
match
you
and then
doing?
get your stuff back.
And then,
Every
and then,
time he every time he went for another GTS, I was like, "Oh my God, this is where Drew kicks
yeah,
out. Like this is
that's.
where he reverses it."
I'm not gonna lie. At the moment, like he did it like the fourth time, I was like, okay, this is where Elijah wins, and this is where I get pissed off.
Yeah.
And then he hit it. I was like, oh, he hit it. And then he
And then goes
grabbed the
over and
bracelet.
ding. I'm like,
Yeah, but like it stressed me out. I
Yeah,
was
for
like,
sure.
because I'm in Denver watching it on my phone, so I'm looking like an idiot. I'm like, press the turnbuckle, and then my wife's like, it's not that serious. Like you don't
It
understand.
is. You don't understand.
Babe, I
I
can
have
win
a
a belt.
record involved.
I can have a belt. Let me
Do
see
you
what.
understand what's on the line here? All right.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
No,
Need
you're
a
good.
custom belt, brother.
Boys, we've got two more matches to go. Yes, two more. Sorry, I had to check myself on the math there. All right, the match that followed was the mixed tag team match, and it was a match between the Terror Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, going in against the new Judgment Day, Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. Um, Overall, I had mentioned this last week, but I'm not like the biggest fan of mixed tag matches. I just think that the choreography and the flow and the pace of a mixed tag match is kind of clunky and kind of rough to get through. But with that being said, these four did an excellent job of making this match feel smooth and look good and be a really, really high quality mixed tag match. Um, Nothing like super significant came from this match, I don't think, other than the fact that Rhea Ripley did pin the women's world champion. So Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest got the win, and it was in a fashion where they looked dominant. So there was interference from the Judgment Day. Finn Balor came out. I believe Carlito came out, or JD McDonough.
That's
Was it all
cool.
three?
They all did.
It was all three. Yeah. So they came out. Damian Priest basically soloed all of them, uh, destroyed them, and it got to a point where it was just Rhea and Liv in the ring, and Rhea hit the Riptide, and she hit her with the Zesty Pin, and she pinned the Women's World Champion. So that's obviously setting up for a feud in the future. So one, I'm very excited for that. But two, my favorite spot of this match was
Does that Stephen?
the what?
No.
Well, the
What?
Zesty Pin. The, the Zesty Pin speaks for itself. It was is certainly a moment. That was a moment for sure.
For me, like
Um,
match of the night. I don't know.
moment of the night. Spot the OMG moment of the night. Um,
They put it on the replay.
Holy shit! Holy
Holy
shit!
shit. She just picks her up, licks her face. Holy shit! Fight forever! Fight forever!
Wait forever chants are crazy.
Oh my god!
No, my favorite moment in this match was Dominic being the typical stupid, dumb heel that he is, just going in for a hug on Rhea Ripley, trying to shake her hand, trying to apologize, like trying to brush all this off as if nothing happened. That's just such a Dominic move. I love Dominic Mysterio.
See, all I think of is Michael Cole just, Dom, you idiot! Every
This
time
is
when he does that, I'm just imagine Michael Cole, disappointed dad Michael Cole, just,
dude,
damn it, Dom, what are you doing?
the way that
Sweet fucking thing! Jesus Christ!
the way that Michael Cole used to go after Top Dollar all the time, it
Doing that for him too. I'm like, why? He was
maybe there's a
invincible.
reason that he doesn't do that very often.
Yeah, it's fair.
Whenever Top Dollar tried to do the suicide dive to the outside and got caught in the ropes, and Michael Cole just ripped him. He's like, maybe that's why he shouldn't do that very often. Um,
Oh my
anyway,
gosh!
I didn't expect Top Dollar to get a mention here, but
That's a random one.
when Dominic decided to try and hug Rhea Ripley and brush everything under the rug, and Rhea Ripley just loses her mind, crashes out on Dominic, and clotheslines him like 3 times, puts him in the leg neck breaker lock. Well, like what do you even choke out like a guillotine with her legs? Like it should have been me. But anyway, um, so Dominic got attacked by Rhea Ripley in this match. Overall, like I said, one of the better.
It should have been me,
I wasn't gonna make the joke. I was gonna let it slide. I was
dude.
gonna let it slide. Wait, what's
Dominic,
that
bro.
move called? Everyman's Dream? What?
No, I think so.
Dominic got it good, bro. I hate that man so much with the
Dude,
past.
He's
He's such a
married,
good
has lived, and Rhea fighting over him.
crazy. What a life.
This fucking legend. Put him in the Hall of Fame now.
He has a Hall of Famer as a dad and Eddie Guerrero. Like
Yeah,
honestly, this
exactly.
guy.
Did you see the thing where Damian Priest? I think it was on Monday night, but he was like, they just had their match and everything on Monday, and they're eating chicken tendies, and
No,
with
I did
ranch.
not see that. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
chicken tendies with ranch, and Damien was like, "Do you just have a thing for guys with mullets or something?" Or she's like,
Because Jay. Yeah, that's so funny. He- Um, no. Overall, this match was really, really good. I not a big fan of mixed tag matches, like I said. But this one was done very, very well. So, Elijah, I'll go to you first on this one. Did you agree with the outcome here? Like, do you see? Well, I know you picked the opposite side. The booking decision, like, do you see where they're trying to go with this? And also, like, clearly this is setting up a Finn Balor Damian Priest match as well.
"Yeah, I mean, I still think it's the wrong move, even if I did pick Rhea and Damien, because it makes the New Judgment Day look weak as fuck now. Like they got their get back like way too quick. It's like they got the turn and then that was it. They've been getting their ass whooped for like 6 weeks straight now. And I'm like, what the fuck? Come on. Like,
I
why?
real quick, real quick. I know I literally just got done talking, but hear me out. This has kind of been Judgment Day's thing since they were formed. Like they go through these crazy like losing stretches, and then just all of a sudden, at the turn of what's the expression? The turn of a hat? The
Turn
turn
of
of
a
a
dime.
there we go. Turn of a dime. Um, at the drop of a hat, turn of a dime. There we go.
There you go.
There
Um,
you go.
Triple H can just decide to make them like the main event for everything, right? So like I kind of get it, and I totally understand where you're coming from, and I agree with you. But like we've seen this happen with the Judgment Day specifically.
We have, but the thing is, they actually had stuff going on for them because, like, they were the tag champs. I know they're the tag champs now, but they were the tag champs. You had Senor Money in the Bank. Like, Rhea had the world title. Like, there was still, like, they were moving forward, even if it was, like, they took a couple steps back every once in a while. They moved forward consistently. They haven't moved forward since. Like, they kicked they kicked Rhea and Damien out, and they just been the greatest losers. Second place, number one losers. Like, they, for some reason, like,
Represent.
it's just frustrating because, like, and like I said, this is me ignoring the fact that, like, I picked Dom and Liv to win. It just doesn't make sense because now it makes them so fucking weak. And then on Raw, they look so fucking weak again. I'm like, why? Like, this is
Yeah,
this is one of the few
A
Yeah.
hobbled Rhea Ripley had Liv Morgan like on her heels, you
on her
know,
fucking.
and
I'm like, that makes her look weak as hell. And then, like, you don't need to make Dom look good, but, like, Finn and JD look good. Like, Carlito, give or take, but, like, it's so, like,
it's not cool.
I mean, I'm sorry.
That's not cool.
That's not cool. But, like, it just, they've been booked so weak, and this was the time to make them, like, have a little bit of respect. Like, it could be cheating. They could 100% of, like, cheer their way to a win and, like, steal chairs, do whatever, yada yada yada. But I feel like this particular storyline, like, they did drop the ball on it because now it's like, yeah, the respect's gone. I don't care for Judgment Day anymore. They got a cool theme song, and that's all. That's it.
They do have
I
a sick
wish I
theme
cared
song.
more.
They do.
They have an awesome theme song, but I'm like, right now, I'm like, I don't care anymore because now they're just professional losers until otherwise. Because you made Liv look like a bum. You made Finn look dumb because he can't get it done as a leader. So it's like, what are we doing now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally see where you're coming from. I will say I'm still hyped for a Damian Priest Finn Balor match. Still very
I'm
very
still hyped
excited
for
for that.
that. That is the
Yeah,
one thing that I will say. If
and
they turn this ship around, I would be very happy with it. But besides that, I'm like, I don't care. Do you
for
want
sure.
them to keep the tag titles? Sure, I don't care. Do you want them to lose the tag titles? Sure, I don't care. Like,
And that's the
you want
worst place
Liv
to
to keep
be.
her title? Sure, I don't care. Like, it's just consistently any title that they have right now. I'm like, I don't care if you keep it. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't make that much of a difference anyway.
Yeah, that's
At the
like the
moment.
worst place to be too. Like where the fans just stop caring. Like that's not where you want to be at all.
Yeah, and right now that's where I'm at. I'm like, it's give or take on if they win or lose now because I don't care. They've already just been on that massive L streak. It doesn't make a difference if they lose some more because they're already at that, like, lowest of lows until they turn that around. So we'll see.
All right, we spent a lot of time on this match. David, do you have anything to add before I move on to the main event?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the match was all right. I mean, I wasn't a big. It's, they really made Dom and Liv look so weak in that match. And it's because like it's like Elijah said, like, why are you making them look so weak? It's like they can't go against two people. It's literally 5 against 2, and you can't even go against them. So like that was my problem with the match. Like literally, like I don't think that Liv had she probably had this much offense, and Dom was just pretty much taking bumps.
Dude,
Yeah,
did you
it
see the
looks
one
stupid.
move? Did you see the one move that Liv had? Dude, I don't know what it's
Oh,
called,
it's
and
a
honestly, I don't even know how to describe it to you.
It was
that was an insane move. I was like, where did this come from?
Yeah,
it was
literally.
like a I don't even know, like, how would I put it? Like, not a cross.
It was like a crucifix,
Crucifix.
But it was
hurricanrana. It would be
yeah,
a good way to like
it was like
maybe. Yeah, dude, it
like
was
literally.
awesome.
She
The point
was
of
a
me
little
bringing
spider
this up is
monkey on
it
there.
was awesome.
Yeah,
That should
Spider
be her
monkey.
finisher.
That
I
should be.
like
That's a dope finisher.
yeah, I like the win. Like I think it's good booking, but it's just like when you watch the match, it's like it just made it look so bad. Then of course, like Elijah said, Monday, then they look just weak again. So they need to like have them kind of win a couple rounds the next couple weeks,
Yeah,
just
because
so
it
they
makes
don't
them
look
seem like,
weak.
yeah, because then it's like, well, they're supposed to be a threat. Who are they threatening to? They can't even take out two people.
I
It's
would
Literally.
5v2
honestly,
and you're getting whooped. Like,
I
not
would
even close.
love, I would love to see Liv come out and every single week leading up to Bad Blood, because obviously that's where this is heading, every single week leading up to Bad Blood, just make Liv OP, let Rhea get no offense, maybe even write her off TV for like a week, and like just sell the fact that like this is your world champion. Like this is who is at the top of the division.
Mm-hmm.
Like rebuild her to where going into that feud, because as of right now, there's no chance I'm picking against Rhea Ripley. No chance. So like in the build up to that match, make me believe that Liv can walk out of there still champion.
Yeah, she's your world champion, and also same thing for Finn.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so just maybe the whole crew.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. We're moving on to the last match of the night, and that would be Randy Orton going into challenge for the World Heavyweight Championship against champion Gunther. Right off the rip, I just want to say this match was really, really good, but it was not as good as their King of the Ring match, in my personal opinion. I think that this is just kind of like this is a filler feud. I don't think that we see Randy Orton and Gunther cross paths anymore. Personally, I think that Randy Orton will probably be going back to Friday Night SmackDown, where he belongs, and I don't really think that we're going to revisit this anytime soon. What I will say, the crowd for this match. Well, first, let me just start with Randy Orton's entrance here. Randy Orton's entrance was so fire, just like the 8K camera and just menacing Randy Orton just slowly walking out of the tunnel, just with like the flashing lights in the background, the crowd just singing his song. The entrance that might have been Randy Orton's best entrance of his career. Like it was so good. It was so good. Um, and this match is exactly what I wanted it to be. So the crowd for this match, at one point they started the wave, like they were doing the wave around the arena, and like Randy Orton jumped in and like joined in with the wave, and he even pointed at Gunther and he's like, "Hey, like you hopping in on this? Like we're doing the wave, we're doing the wave over here. You doing it or not?" And that was really really funny. But this the crowd did exactly what I was hoping they would do, where Gunther's the hometown guy, right? But Randy Orton is also just so dope that nobody's ever going to root against him, probably ever again. So like it was just electricity in the air for this match, and it was awesome. I said that this match wasn't as good as their King and Queen of the Ring match, because I don't believe it was. But that's not to say that this is a bad match. This match was very, very good, and Gunther is just unbelievable. That dude is just churning out fantastic match after fantastic match, and he can't be stopped. And Randy Orton is just a veteran, and he's so good at this, and he's just getting better with age. It's crazy. Um, Long story short, Gunther retains the title. He beat Randy Orton, and it was in a very convincing way because the King of the Ring match, Randy Orton's shoulders were up, so there was a lot of controversy around it. The whole storyline was Randy said, "You never officially beat me, so you wouldn't even be champion if it weren't for the referee's mistake." So they ran it back. Gunther wins by choking Randy out. Not even Randy didn't tap. Randy passed out.
Yeah, your shoulders gonna be on the mat now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
you can go
literally,
sleep on there. I'll bring a pillow and blanket too. I got you.
There's nothing controversial
Want some
about the
warm
finish
milk
of that
there, buddy?
match. Yeah, nothing controversial about that finish
You're looking a
whatsoever.
little tired. Look a little
God,
sleepy there.
there's the night book for you, buddy. It's called
I'm putting the snake back in the
ABC.
zoo. Watch this.
I'm going to
Oh my gosh.
I don't really know. You can add on to this match specifically if you want. But Devin, I'm gonna pass it to you. Like, who comes after Gunther, like, that can realistically take the title off of him? Because Sami Zayn interrupted the Gunther celebration,
Mhm.
which I believe I predicted that. I said that the Sami versus Gunther feud was for the Intercontinental Championship was so good that I would just like them to just run it back for the World Heavyweight Championship. Unfortunately, though, I don't think that Sami Zayn is going to come out of that feud with the title. So, like, there's two names that come to my mind whenever I think of maybe even a third honorable mention, but that come to my mind when I think of who's going to actually be able to take the title off of Gunther. So I want to get your opinion on who you think, and then I'll give Elijah the same question, and then I'll reveal the two that I have in my mind.
Oh man, I still think it'd probably be Ilya, but they're making us wait for this match, and it sucks because I really we all thought it would be at Bash of Berlin. We all thought it would happen. Nope, not even close, buddy. And it's like they're kind of keeping him away from Gunther. They're trying their like in any way possible. So that's gonna be a while. So if I'm trying to think like right now, maybe the only person that really can beat him is still Damian Priest. But he's having his own problems right now. So like, damn it.
Yeah,
Everyone has that's it's and I want to say Sammy could beat because Sammy has like, he beat him at WrestleMania.
Sammy has beat him.
It's just that like, is he like, are they gonna let him drop the world title to Sammy, which would be so awesome. I just don't think it's gonna happen either. So Damian Priest and Ilya Dragunov will probably be my two choices.
Real quick, I know that Sami Zayn will eventually win a world title.
Yes.
He's going to have a Jeff Hardy level of like moment when he finally gets that world title, dude. That moment's gonna be so
Oh
crazy.
man,
I'm gonna freak out when
dude,
he gets his
imagine like it's a triple threat match, and
run it
it's
back, the same
good.
exact sequence of events.
Oh my gosh, the same way. Just like you're not in this main event caliber guy.
Yeah,
You're not him. But then like um. He does a
that'd be
swanton
electric.
bomb on top of like one of the Gunther and Damian Priest.
Oh, that'd be electric. All right, Elijah,
No.
you don't have to give two answers. Devin, you didn't have to give two answers. Just
Well,
like
I was just trying to think like
just
who.
think it through.
Well, because I was saying Ilya, but then like I don't think they're gonna have us go have Ilya versus Gunther now. They're gonna make us wait. So that's why like, I had him like it would be an answer right there. But then if I'm thinking now, it would be Damian Priest.
For sure. Elijah, do you have a name that comes to mind whenever you think of who could possibly take this off him?
I I would say maybe Drew McIntyre once he finishes his feuds.
Ooh, that's actually
That's a real
that's
good
a
one.
yeah, that's a really good answer.
Because
Because
that would cook, and that's kind of the only one. Because you need like a, because like the Sami Zayn thing, like it was like the underdog winning, and like the smaller guy winning, and it was awesome, and the way they did it was damn near perfect. But I definitely think like they him versus Drew would be the best way to go. Because then, let's say if they ran Drew next year at WrestleMania, and then he wins it, it's finally like, okay, now Drew can hold on to the title for more than 5 minutes. Let's give him something. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then, but that could also set up, because if Drew wins the title and then he still goes like, guess what? I've won it and Punk still has it, loser. Then it goes, you could then like still run that back too, because then you
yeah,
could
that'd
run
be
that for the world title, and then that's even crazier. But that would be like, because I still want Gunther to hold it for at least the rest of the year minimum.
yeah. I agree with you. I'm gonna throw out two names that are kind of wild, kind of unrealistic, if I'm being honest. First and foremost, the one that's like kind of realistic and honestly might be the answer, John Cena. Like WrestleMania 41, John Cena versus Gunther, give him world title number 17. Like I could see it
That'd be
happening.
wild.
And
That
honestly,
would
like
be wild.
that is such a John Cena feud too. Like just the evil heel versus the John Cena babyface. Like that'd be incredible. So there's that, and then the very unrealistic one in Fantasyland that I'm living in, Brock Lesnar. Um, listen, there's
Dun,
way too many
dun,
Brock
dun.
Lesnar. There's way too many Brock Lesnar references on WWE television for it to be a coincidence. Okay. Um, I believe Brock Lesnar will be coming back. I don't know when. I don't know how soon. But I believe he will be coming back. And if you remember, WrestleMania 40, well, Royal Rumble is kind of when everything went south with Brock Lesnar and the whole Vince McMahon situation and all the allegations and all that. I believe at the time the plan was to run Brock Lesnar versus Gunther for the IC title at WrestleMania 40. So if they were going to do that for the IC title, why not run that for the world title, for the World Heavyweight Championship? Like maybe it could be a Royal Rumble match or something like that, because Brock Lesnar's not going to work like Elimination Chamber. Like he's not going to come in for a B tier pay per view. So it'll either be like Royal Rumble or WrestleMania, even, you know. But I don't know, man. That's just a name that does exist in the ether of the professional wrestling. So
if he wins, I will crash out. I do not want that to happen. I'll let you know that right now.
I don't either.
The last person I want to win that title.
I don't either. But
rather Batista come back and get it.
Imagine the Royal Rumble. Who's number 30?
Dude.
He's
him fighting. I'm not mad with him fighting. If he wins it, I'd rather have Austin Theory win it. I'll tell you that right now.
Agreed. Great answer.
I'd rather have Austin Theory win it.
I think Logan Paul would be a better choice.
All right, you two. No. We're not.
No, Cameron Cross, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
There we go. See, now you're cooking. You won me back.
Let's go.
You're a smart man.
Cameron Cross. Oh, dude, I would be calling Zach like, "Oh, buddy, your favorite wrestler just won the Royal Rumble. That's crazy."
Of all time. Would you look at that? Without the AOP. Get him out of here. If
Cameron Cross wins the Royal Rumble next year, I'll do a show naked.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. What's up with these? If this happens, I'm going to do this.
And, Paul Ellering and the fucking do-rag that he was wearing. I know it wasn't a do-rag, but it looked like a do-rag. I swear, at first glance, I was like, is that fucking... Is he trying to get the waves?
I didn't know Paul Ellering was chill like that.
He's about that life.
Is he about to wave check us? Oh my god.
That's crazy.
This is no fit. It's crazy.
All right, boys. We're approaching the end of the episode here. We didn't really talk about... Well, you guys didn't really talk about Gunther versus Randy Orton.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I was like, I do have something to say about it. So, it was an amazing match, but I feel like you're missing a very important part. It was at the very, very beginning, even before the bell rang. Announcements. When Gunther
oh my gosh. Yes.
And
Go
Ludwig
ahead.
Kaiser spawns out of nowhere. Like,
where the fuck did this guy come from?
You see hand sticks out. That
it was awesome.
Introducing the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General.
Yeah,
he did awesome.
I was like, Samantha Irving got a separate game up, because that was a dope ass
separate game up.
So I was like, that was dope as hell. That was, as soon as you see the hand and everyone just, the hometown hero.
If you watch Gunther, Gunther was trying his best not to smile.
He was trying so hard. It was like a proud dad. Michael Cole's an upset dad. Gunther was the proud dad. He was like, that's my boy.
He took his head off the shoulder and swing, damn it.
That's fucking swing. Yeah, even when he walked to him, they dapped each other up. I was like, hell yeah, that was low-key my favorite part. But the match overall
that was awesome.
Was really amazing on top of that. So
I'm glad you brought that up, because that was an awesome moment. I'm so glad you brought that up, because I totally forgot.
Ludwig spawning out of nowhere is what took me out.
Literally.
That's manifested out of nowhere. Homie's producing miracles in the ring. That's great. I see belt on him now. Get him. Let's go. Imperium all day.
And also, he was in the United States Championship Challenge.
None of us.
I don't know why I was saying that.
Yeah, neither of us brought him up.
I don't know.
And
it makes sense.
Don't know why.
It makes
perfect sense.
And really, it's fucking home country, but oh no, we want to pick other people.
I was like, nah, give him a belt right now. He deserves it.
All right, boys. Real quick, we'll go around the room here. We will start. I'll start it off. Match of the night and overall letter grade for the show. My favorite match of the night was the CM Punk Drew McIntyre match.
You suck.
Listen, you can go with that too. It's all right.
No, I don't want to be like you. You're the number one loser.
surprising. You guys, what? You guys picked the same thing for 4 PLEs in a row, and now you don't want to be alike? That's crazy.
You're crazy.
No, I mean, Zach wants to be me. He wants to be first place dev so bad.
I would like to be in first place. Yeah, sue me.
He
It's a
wants to,
competition. I'd like to win.
You already won tonight's little trivia game, so you're.
Elijah, what
Yo,
have
the
you done
hands,
with these
bro.
sunglasses?
Yo, get the fuck out of here.
All right. My favorite match was the CM Punk Drew McIntyre match. Even though I didn't understand the rules, the match itself was so good. And like I said, anytime I can see CM Punk in the ring, I'm down for it. As far as an overall letter grade, I would say an A minus. Wasn't B plus. I'll give it B plus. It wasn't the best show of the year, but the crowd certainly enhanced this show and did a very good job of making every match feel very important. So, yeah, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre and B plus. I'll toss it over to Devin.
All right, my match of the night was Cody versus Kevin. I am a huge fan. Damn, calling me out like that. I see how it is. No, I love storytelling, and also I don't know why people were so mad about this match. I enjoyed it. I thought it was awesome. And I gotta give this PLE also a B minus. Like it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't the greatest PLE, but if you can hook me into watching all the matches and I leave happy, then hey, you did your job. And the crowd was really trying to compete with Leon France. They were trying. I mean, they did a fantastic job too. I still think France got a upper hand still. I think they raised the bar of how a crowd should be at a PLE.
Yeah, for sure. I don't want to dive into the France versus Germany crowd. I think we've seen that battle play out in human history before.
It's still
So
pretty much France versus Puerto Rico, to be honest.
I don't know, the Denver crowd at No Mercy. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They
wow,
believe
bro.
in
Those
humanity.
Denver fans, those Coloradians are crazy. Or should I say Coloradians and Californians and Texans and Ohioans and Floridians and New Yorkers and
Everything.
you get my drift, right?
Yeah, the hodgepodge.
Yeah. Everyone loves Colorado, I guess, but hey, it's great.
God, a couple of Colorado locals going off on people moving into their state. You guys sound so ridiculous.
He moved out. He's a fake. A
Oh
phony.
yeah, I went to this place called Ohio. I mean,
Hey,
you
shout
saw
out.
my hi. Oh no.
oh no.
Elijah, give us your favorite match of the night and your letter grade.
Mine would probably have to be Drew versus CM Punk because I gotta stick to my guns. I just think it was the best, well thought out match and like had the most going on for it. So that would be match of the night, and I would give this solid B.
There we go.
Solid B. It was a really good PLE. Wasn't the best one of the year, but despite that fact, it was still really well thought out, and I didn't outright hate any match on the card. I had my disagreements with a couple things, but overall, it was solid, and it's at least rewatch worthy.
For sure. All right, boys. With that being said, we are going to close up shop here. We're going to get out of town. We are going to wrap this episode up.
What are you wearing?
Sunglasses, brother. 5-0, 2 straight undefeated PLEs. I won the icebreaker.
Oh.
You know what's crazy is that I don't even have my sunglasses. I'm not even a douchebag this time. That's crazy. I'm kidding.
You don't need
He does
sunglasses
deserve
to
it.
be a douchebag.
He did go 2 straight weeks undefeated.
Elijah. All right. We're getting out of here.
First place
We're getting out of here
always on top.
before our humble champion over there with no sunglasses. Devin is nothing if not humble. All right. We're getting out of here. I want to give a special thank you to all of our subscribers on YouTube. Be sure to go over there, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. What did you think of the show? Let us know how awesome Devin and I are for going 5-0. Let us know how mediocre Elijah is. for almost having 2 games above 500. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media. The death glare I'm getting from Elisha right now. Follow us on all of our social media: TikTok, Instagram,
What?
Facebook,
What?
Twitter, X.
What?
What?
Sorry, I wasn't ready for it. I'm sorry.
All of those platforms, we are available. Send us a DM. Let us know if you want us to touch any topics on the show. Leave your opinions on there.
What?
Sub to the YouTube, as I've already said.
What?
Road to 100, baby.
Road to
Road to
100.
100.
We're approaching. We're approaching. With that being said, we are going to get out of here. That is a wrap on episode 23. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We are out of here. We will see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.